Hi, welcome back to Aroundtable. I'm your host, Steven. Today I'll be talking about Skyfall in concert. This I saw at Sal Wilfred Peltier on Friday evening. This is, of course, the James Bond film, the 2012 film directed by Sam Mendes and starring Daniel Craig as 007, License to Thrill, License to Kill, super spy who goes up against a cyber terrorist, Silva, played by Javier Bardem, who manages to steal a hard drive that has all the identities of all the British agents who are undercover. So it's up to James Bond to retrieve this hard drive. And by now, I think most James Bond fans know what this story is about. But what this was different, this instead of in a theater, it was in a concert hall. And it was live to play music, which means basically the symphony played in sync with Thomas Newman's score of the film. And all I can say, it adds an incredible new dimension to this film. The action sequence were heightened, the drama was heightened, everything was, it was a whole different experience. I have to admit, I was skeptical at first. I wasn't sure I was gonna like this with the orchestra, but getting in there, and the minute they started playing the theme song, like goosebumps on the back of my neck and on my arms, and getting into it, and everybody started clapping and everybody went crazy, and I did too. I was immersed into this film, I think a lot more even than the first time seeing it in the cinema. The music, if anybody tells you the music is not important in a film or a score is not important, they don't know what they're talking about. This opened the door to something really new to me and exciting, and I thoroughly enjoyed this film. I think, like I said, even a lot better than the first time in the theater, and I loved it then. I have a whole new appreciation for this film, and especially the score. That they played in sync. There is an intermission for about 20 minutes, so we did leave. We got there at 7:30. We left around 10, so it can be a little long. But with Skyfall, it moves along at a great pace. This is one of the best Bond films with Daniel Craig, bar none. I think that and Casino Royale are the best. So, but again, the music, the score, playing in sync with the movie was fantastic. My only minor quibble with this live-to-picture event is that the movie itself, the music hall is not designed to play movies. There's a big screen TV, but I found myself looking at the subtitles, even though they're in French. It didn't really matter, but I was reading the subtitles, and it took my focus off the music. But once I stopped looking at the subtitles again and really got into the music and just watching the visual and hearing the music, that really hits you. Again, I cannot tell you how impressive that was that night. And if you have not seen any of these live to picture events, there are a few happening in Montreal. They do Harry Potter. There's Jurassic Park coming, I believe. I recommend you see one. It really changes your perspective. I always knew that the score was important, but hearing it live, it really changes the feel of the movie, and you're more involved. I noticed when the action came, when they're on the train, I'm moving, I'm going with it, and I'm seeing it, and I'm not sitting still. In the theater, I'm usually just sitting there, but this, I was like, oh my! It's like really, really changes how the film is felt. So I can only say, if you have not seen any of these live to picture events, do yourself a favor, pay the extra money and see it once in your life. If you can, I only seen Skyfall, but I recommend Skyfall. I'm gonna probably, hopefully see other ones. I'm kind of hoping they do an Indiana Jones. That would be interesting too. I'd like to see that, or a Star Trek movie. Be cool. But that's me. So Skyfall in concert, highly recommend this. If there's something coming to your neck of the woods, go see it. I doubt you'll be disappointed. Again, it's just the audio of the film itself, depending where they present it, may not be as clear as I would hoped. But that's a minor. The music really takes focus, and it shows you again the undeniable importance of a score, of a great score. And Thomas Newman's Skyfall is that. And I have a new appreciation for this. So this is Steve from the Roundtable, highly recommending these live to picture events. If they come to your town, please, please see this once in your life. It's a must see and a must hear. But this is Stephen from the Roundtable, wishing you all well and talk to you soon.